Hello, friends. It's great to be back with you. Let us see what Samartha Ramdas Swami has said in his 161st shloka. अहंता गुणे सर्व ही दुःख होते मुखे बोलिले ज्ञान ते व्यर्थ जाते सुखी राहता सर्व ही सुख आहे अहंता तुझी तुझी शोधून पाहे. Grief in everything is the result of the quality of egotism. All of the wisdom coming out of such people is worthless. The supreme joy comes with a sense of gratitude. Only you can search for the roots of your egotism. Samartha Ramdas Swami continues explaining the impact of the ego and pride that one has. The one who is full of ego and pride cannot visualize anything beyond their own world. They live in false understanding that there is no one bigger, greater, wiser, wealthier, happier than themselves. Their self image is like that of a person standing in front of a concave mirror in a position where the image appears larger than the actual object. They see themselves always that way and project themselves that way. When they come across someone who fits in any of these criteria, then they are hurt. They become jealous. They lose their happiness and embrace sorrow. Their self image is broken, and suddenly they are struggling to find happiness in anything and everything. In this world, people do not like those who keep on being self centered and always are talking about themselves, what they have achieved, what their status is, and so on. The reality is that everyone wants to be recognized for their efforts, their contributions, and their qualities. Hence, for them, the words coming out of a self centered, egoistic person, no matter how much wisdom they have, are worthless. There is a saying, empty vessels make the most noise. The people with a lot of ego will always be loud, try to make their presence felt, speak the most. But as the reality fills in, like water getting added to the vessel, their noise goes down. The egoistic person is engulfed in the words like my body, my wisdom, my status, my wealth, my time, my possessions. Who is this me being referred to in all of those? That is something everyone has to figure out. Their own egoistic me. No one else will be able to help in that. Everyone needs to spend time in figuring out exactly where their ego lies, then make every effort by using the intellect to remove that ego, go beyond the circle of influence that ego has created about themselves. Swami Ramakrishna Paramhans once said, the sun can give heat and light to the whole world, but he cannot do so when the clouds shut out his rays. Similarly, as long as egotism veils the heart, God cannot shine upon it. This circle of self centeredness, the veil created by our ego around us, does not allow anything else to enter into our world. Once that is figured out, and conscious efforts are made to acknowledge others and acknowledge that there is something beyond our understanding which is really controlling everything most of the times, then the balloon of the ego bursts. When someone else figures out the cause of our ego and tells us, that actually will create a lot of sorrow and grief. So, better do it ourselves before someone else points it out and we get hurt. A simple way to adopt is using a phrase by the grace of God at the start of the sentences which are self focused. As an example, if someone has to say something like, I have achieved a lot of success in the career, we'll change that to, by the grace of God, I have achieved a lot of success in the career. A big change. Ego or pride is treated as the primary of the six enemies of the mind, the Shadripus. Once we figure out the root cause of our ego and embrace gratitude instead, then there will be horde of happiness everywhere. Friends, if you like this explanation, feel free to provide your comments and do like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel A Dialogue with Our Mind. जय जय रघुवीर समर्थ